Come take a look at the new Lord of Slaughter.
Spiky bits.
What's up, hobby maniacs? I'm Rob Baer, and today we are taking a look at the newest release from Creature Caster. This is the Lord of Slaughter right here. We put them together. We didn't put the wingspan on them, but I assure you it is quite massive right here because sometimes we do some giveaways and I don't want to spoil it by assembling all the stuff right there. But you can see he is a fantastic miniature, not quite as big as the warrior demon, but still pretty awesome detail wise in his own right. Now he is available for pre-order. Creature Caster, if you're familiar with how they do things, they do a limited edition pre-order which ships out usually about in a month, and then a couple of weeks later, sometimes up to a month, they go over to a general release. So this is the Creature Caster site, creaturecaster.com, of course, and they always have the newest thing up right here. The most latest one was the Lord of Virulence, which is sold out, which will be coming back in, and I think they mailed all those out. But this one is now on pre-order, and here you can see 78 Canadian. I think that's about $60 US. Will be shipping out just before Black Friday weekend right there, and there is a free shipping option too, which is kind of neat. Here's the components. It's got roughly 26 components in it. We're gonna break it down here in a minute under the camera, but you can see right there the wings themselves are a really cool two-piece design. I think it's very forward-thinking on their part, and they went together quite well. I'm still gonna need a little bit of gap filler and a little bit of trimming, but it is what it is. There you can see the two different sets of heads, the two different sets of forearms that hold the two different sets of weapons, whether you want to use the kind of hand glaives or the axe and sword combo right here in the middle of the screen. There's your forearm section. The base itself is designed for about a 60 mil round bevel base, whatever you want to mount it to. There's the torso section, very, very cool, highly detailed as well. The wing and pinions go on the very front, right here-ish. And then, of course, you've got your leg assemblies right here in the little nubs. If you want to actually assemble him, where is it, without any wings, you can do that too, which is pretty cool. Lots and lots of different options for this bad boy right here. I really dig him. I think he's a cool little miniature. If I didn't already have so many damn corn demons. I said that about the glutton demon and the Lord of Virulence too, but unfortunately I have too many of them. But we're gonna put it together. We're gonna get it down, do an unboxing of it real quick for you guys, so you can just see how detailed this thing really is. And here it is right here, the Lord of Slaughter. Now the one thing to keep in mind with this kit is it's a little bit smaller than the warrior demon that you might be used to seeing from Creature Caster. Now this one it's about 26 parts, I think the count was. You got a couple different options, like I said, weapons, and you can switch out the wings to like the stubby backpack piece thing right here as well. Once you get it all laid out, you can tell this is one of the, I would say, the best laid out and designed and maybe even cast sets from them. I mean, you can see right here the ridiculous amount of detail. Let's see if it snaps to here. In all these little skulls. I mean, just this big skull right here. Fantastic detail. All the horns and everything on here is just literally amazing. I mean, for being a resin cast, I think they are definitely coming along as a company. When you see quality like this, it's just phenomenal. I mean, take a look at this head right here. Like, just the headpiece right there is pretty exceptional as well. I'm really digging these casts. So let's lay it out and show you all the pieces. Now you have a couple of different arm options here. So you got your left and right arms. Then your lower arms are going to be different depending on which way you arm this bad boy. So you're going to have 4 of those right there. You've got 2 different heads, Mr. Smiles and the traditional kind of Chaos Warrior kind of helmet type deal right there. The wings themselves, I'm not really going to get in frame very easily. Suffice to say that they're a 2-part and we're going to show this to you when we get this bad boy all assembled here, but they're kind of a two-part thing, and they slot in together like that and then go on the back. So you're going to have to make sure that your rails are all clear and that everything lines up perfectly before you glue it. And then up top right here is going to be where your horn, your little pincer horn, goes right there. So lots of cool assembly features there. Now weapon wise, you're going to see there's a sword, there's an axe. Then you've got your two options if you want to just do the hands that have kind of morphed into blades right there at the bottom. And then you've got the leg pieces and the thighs, and then here's your little caps for the back here. So I don't necessarily like this design right down here, because whenever you split these things around the glutes, that you really start running into issues. Which way does this go? You really start, there we go. You really start running into the issues with the cracks that you're gonna have to fill with some Vallejo plastic putty, but it's not that big of a deal, to be quite honest. But just be aware that there will be a little bit of extra work when you see interfacing like this right here. And then the way the sprues are, you want to be super sensitive. Clipping them off right there, I probably need to file that down a little bit more, but it is what it is. We got it, and it's done. So there's the front, which is also incredibly intricate, and you have a whole bunch of bone features and things like that. So there's your two pincers. Now piece-wise, you can tell, you know, this, like I said, isn't going to be as big as the Warrior Demon himself. It's only 2 inches tall. Traditionally, the Lord model series are roughly the size of a Demon Prince, so keep that in mind. I think this one's going to be about 6 or so inches, maybe up to 8 with the wingspan, but the wingspan kind of curves around the front like a Dracula cape, which I'm definitely fond of as well. So let's throw some glue on this. I'm not going to glue the different weapon options on, because we usually do a giveaway for Twitch, like a win it before you can buy it type deal. So I don't want to glue down anything that's an option, but at least it'll give you a better idea of the sizing and the different things like that. Now we've got them all together, and you can see that he is a bad mamma jamma. I mean, check out all that detail there, first and foremost, all over the miniature. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it. Of course, you always have to wash these guys in soap and water. I use dish detergent. It gets off all that mold release, and you can see some blue tack back there, just to give you an idea of what he's going to look like, because I didn't want to glue these components down. Like I said, we do some giveaways over on Twitch, win it before you can buy it, but this should give you an idea of just how big he really is in my hands here. So as expected, he is about 6 inches tall, give or take, from top of the wings to bottom once you put him on a base. Now this base will fit 60 mils will probably fit on this just perfect. There he is right there, just to give you an idea. And this, back on your base, there we go. And this is the Warrior Demon, which we're still working on. So Warrior Demon, about the size of a Greater Demon, whereas the Lords are more about the size of a Demon Prince, give or take. So this is going to be roughly 10 to 12 inches tall, whereas this is, you know, kind of like 6, because he's also on a custom base. And once you get his wings up there, he does get to be kind of big, just to give you the idea. Again, you know, difference in price, etc., etc., but it is what it is. It's a great cast from Creature Caster. You are, just like any other resin miniature out there, going to have to do some gap filling, going to have to do some trim work and such, but you know, lots of options here, and we didn't glue any of that stuff down either. Depending on which forearm you want to use determines which weapon slot you get to put in, whether it's that one or this axe right here. There's a separate forearm piece for those right there. So lots of thought went into this miniature. I think it's a very cool one, obviously very well sculpted, and Creature Caster has come a long ways since their Kickstarter roots only just a few years ago. Now, if you like these kind of features here on this channel, make sure you turn on notifications and subscribe to us so you can be the very first to like and comment on these posts. And of course, head on over to longwar.net. That's the home of the Battle Reports for exclusive content, VIP early access videos, and more, become a veteran of the Long War today.